This show was first broadcast on Free FM 89.0, Hamilton, New Zealand's community access radio station. For more information on our station and the wide range of programs, visit freefm.org.nz.
Hey, Dad.
Johnny, can you help me with this iPhone?
Oh, Dad, just go to UB.
UB, Hamilton's only dedicated Apple authorised reseller and service provider for all your Apple needs, including iPads, iPhones, portables and desktops. Come talk to the experts at UB, Te Awa at the base. To keep up to date with the latest news and announcements, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter at UBNZ, or head into stores so we can help you be the best you can be.
This show is proudly brought to you by the #Me Network. And now, #RadioNZ.
/.//////////com.
Welcome to #Radio. I'm Fid McAwesome.
I'm Carice McAwesome.
And I'm V8 Maddie.
And we are brought to you by UB. You can check them out online at ub.com, down at the base Te Awa, or follow them on Twitter at UBNZ. On this week's Uncultured Roundup, we have Microsoft stuff out the wazoo.
Microsoft dominates this one.
They do. They've had an amazing week of announcements this week.
All sorts of cool stuff from them. Some social media news and, of course, a little bit of gaming stuff. But as we do every week, we're going to kick off with...
And now the news with Carice McAwesome.
Really quick news.
And on this week's news, Facebook has been deleting sex offenders.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, Facebook has deleted the accounts of 3 convicted child sex offenders living in Christchurch. The sex offenders' names and details of their offending emerged on a controversial social media page profiling more than 60 convicted sex offenders living in Canterbury.
Good work, Facebook.
According to Facebook's policy, convicted sex offenders are not allowed to use Facebook, and Facebook are asking users to dob people in with a sex offending history.
It's a shame they can only delete their profiles.
Yeah, well, then another problem that's actually arisen is because most people who have a sex offence won't actually use their real name.
Naturally.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of false fake accounts.
Yeah. So this is like us as users of Facebook. If we know that somebody is a sex offender, we can dob them in.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so that's what Facebook's been up to. And Twitter has officially added the translation feature to its tweets. It can provide translations between more than 40 language pairs, but cannot translate retard, so many tweets still remain incomprehensible.
Whipping that one, Twitter.
In order to translate tweets, you can click on the globe icon, which is found at the bottom of the tweet, and this will prompt Bing
Yay for Bing.
to translate the tweet to the user's default language. Users beware, this is, as I mentioned, Bing-powered.
Yeah.
So don't expect a readable translation.
Oh, that's harsh.
Yeah. In business, eBay is breaking into 3 parts.
Oh.
Yeah, eBay plans to break up into 3 different companies. The company is about to spin off its payment division, otherwise known as PayPal.
Yeah.
From its core marketplace division in the second half of the year, meaning making 2 standalone publicly traded companies, eBay Marketplace and eBay Enterprise. Both are worth, like, billions.
Yeah.
So they already own PayPal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're going to... I didn't realise that it wasn't already separate.
Yeah, I actually assumed it was already separated away, but there you go.
I guess not.
No. And Ford, yay, Ford has finally discovered where Silicon Valley is.
Okay.
After years of speculation that Ford was lacking tech development due to being unable to find the tech hub Valley, Ford has finally announced it's opening a new Silicon Valley Research Centre in Palo Alto to speed up technology development and experiments in connectivity, mobile, auto, vehicles and big data. Former Apple engineer Dragos will head the facility.
Oh.
And cybercrime, Kenya, funny, get this, Kenya describes China as a friendly government. That was my highlight. Anyway, it's considering a request by the Red Country to extradite 76 Chinese nationals for cybercrime charges. The 76 Chinese nationals are charged with various cybercrimes, from security breaches to operating private radio stations. Note to self, don't play Britney Spears over radio frequency and then make a website on it while in Kenya. It's a crime.
Okay, that's a crime. Playing Britney Spears.
I don't know, but it should be. And finally, tech education. Parents are struggling with back-to-school costs. We're shocked to find $500 laptop computers are added to the compulsory stationery lists.
Is this in New Zealand?
This is New Zealand. Well, for instance, take us with our primary school age son.
Yeah. Yeah, they've gone completely electronic learning.
Yeah,
but they've got supplied Chromebooks.
Yeah. But they're going, well, we actually haven't seen the stationery list. We haven't gone to get it yet.
Well, this is a good point.
I was too afraid to because I know they're going to Chromebooks and are expecting each student to have Chromebooks. And Te Wananga o Aotearoa is releasing a carpentry app this month for its students as a resource app. Students from Huntly will be able to visualise their building projects in 3D on the app that has taken nearly a year to produce.
Gnarly.
That's awesome. We've still got heaps coming up in the show this week, Like we said earlier, Microsoft just dominated this week.
Yes, indeed.
They got real fancy, didn't they?
They did get fancy. Is this the year that Microsoft went from being the uncool nerd that used to be portrayed in the Apple ads to all of a sudden they're the cool guy?
Well, geeky is sexy.
It is.
I think they've
I get that all the time.
definitely made progress towards that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, at this stage, it's wait and see how it all goes, but
Yeah.
it sounds really good.
Yeah.
It's like they've had a makeover.
It is, totally. I think Windows 8 was like that first step into the makeover, and then it's just, yeah. We've also got gaming coming up, which is going to be a bit of a crossover with the Microsoft news this week.
There's a lot of crossovers with the Microsoft news.
And some other Facebook news as well later on. But it must be time to jump into our first track. And we've got something a bit special this week, Matt.
We have. Now, you're a wrestling fan. Now,
I am totally a wrestling fan.
a very big wrestling event in 2 days. What's that called?
That is the Royal Rumble.
The Royal Rumble.
It's
So
the number 2 pay-per-view of the year.
that's good to know.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do today is play a couple of tracks from the WWE 2K15 game soundtrack
And it's a good soundtrack, that too.
in honour of the Royal Rumble.
All right, this is the first track. You'll listen to hashtag. Make sure you follow us on Twitter at hashtag Radio NZ and on Facebook / hashtag Radio NZ. And if you're tweeting us or sending us a message, use the hashtag HTRNZ.
I woke up this morning, tied my boots up, cause I knew it was gonna be a long day. Tied my truck up, grabbed my coffee, kissed my baby, got on my way. Cause I'm working till it's hurting, and that's the only way to make an United States pay. So I'm working even when it's hurting, and that's the only way to make an United States way. Yeah, I'm up early with the birdies, ready to get dirty. This ain't a song for you if you asleep at 7:30. I rise like the sun on the bag of the pounds at full throttle in the bottle like that homemade shine. I'm just trying to make a living, boss man tripping. My overtime strong, I don't pay him no attention. Money in the mason jar, country boy pitching. Old lady, 3 kids, take a lot to fill the kitchen. Fingernails dirty, my back stay hurting. You can bet I got a plan for every penny that I'm earning. I ain't asking for a raise, but I know the boss hurt me. Nobody on this job site's working like I'm working. 30 below to 100 degrees, and you ain't pushing hard enough if your hands don't bleed. I'm the first to clock in and the last to leave, and I ain't never had a problem rolling up my sleeves. I woke up this morning, tied my boots up, cause I knew it was gonna be a long day. Tied my truck up, grabbed my coffee, kissed my baby, got on my way. Cause I'm working till it's hurting, and that's the only way to make an United States pay. So I'm working even when it's hurting, and that's the only way to make an United States wage. I'm out the door by sunup, focused on the come up. We never sleep in, that ain't how we was brought up. I push it to the limit when the money gets low, and been known to work past when the plant whistle blows. Paycheck feeling like a lottery ticket. I might save a couple bucks if my kids don't spend it. Don't matter, cause I love it every day of my life. Spend more time on the clock than I do with my wife. State to state, never late, putting miles on the road. Drop it off, fill it up, get me to my next load. Call my old lady, let her know I'll be late. And I ain't worried, cause I know that she gon' save me a plate. I told you 30 below to 100 degrees, and you ain't pushing hard enough if your hands don't bleed. I'm the first to clock in and the last to leave, and I ain't never had a problem rolling up my sleeves. I woke up this morning, tied my boots up, cause I knew it was gonna be a long day. Tied my truck up, grabbed my coffee, kissed my baby, got on my way.
This is one of the sounds you'll hear at Festival 1, Mystery Creek, 23rd to 26th of January. Festival 1 is New Zealand's biggest Christian music festival, and it's where thousands of music fans get to choose from over 70 bands to hang out with. Over 70 bands: Switchfoot, New World Sun, Gungor, Half Noise, Governor B, Paper Route, War of Ages, Omega Levine, and more. Hurry! Tickets selling fast at iTicket, or search Festival 1 online. Festival 1. Music, art, community. Get your tickets now.
Hashtag Radio NZ.
You're back with Hashtag Radio. And we're having a slick show today.
We are. It's a good show. Anyway, we did say before the break, and by the way, that was Big Smo with Workin' from the WWE 2K15 soundtrack.
Who
Not a
comes
bad
out
one.
to that song?
These aren't entry songs by the looks of it.
Oh.
They're just
They're just songs from the game.
Yeah.
So they're not actual WWE. Here comes the dude to jump on the other dude songs.
Da, 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 da,
I
John
like
Cena.
that program.
Anyway, like we were saying, big week for Microsoft.
Indeed.
Yeah, and they kicked off their big announcement this week with the announcement of Windows 10, which is the one that proved that Microsoft didn't know how to count.
I wish people could move past that. There's a lot of people seem upset that they've gone 8.1, 10.
I actually wondered whether this was Microsoft's move to catch up to Apple, because Apple's operating system's been up to operating OS 10 for a while.
Well, 8.1, does that count as 9?
No. 8 plus 1.
8 plus 1.
Yeah, maybe they did maths to come up with that.
Maybe they should have called it Windows X, like Mortal Kombat.
Yes.
I can't wait for that game.
Yeah.
Anyway, set for an official release later this year, Windows 10 is going to bring a whole host of changes, including integration across platforms, including the Xbox One. Most importantly, though, for users of Windows 7, Windows 8 and 8.1, the upgrade will be free.
Our favourite price.
That is our favourite price.
See, this here is another thing where I do actually think this is Microsoft taking cues from Apple, because Apple for the last 2 upgrades have given OS X or OS 10 upgrades for
there's
free.
No other operating systems that they charge for, is there?
Yeah, well, both Windows and both
Only Windows.
Apple used to charge.
Yeah.
And then Apple 2 generations ago started giving it away for free. I think it was with Mavericks they started giving it away for free.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, so
yeah, if you've got Windows 7 or Windows 8.1, they're going to, from the official release, they're going to, for 12 months, allow you to upgrade for free.
And
so if you upgrade during that time, it won't cost you anything, and you will get to keep it, and they're going to offer support for Windows 10 to the for the life of your device.
Okay, so you got 1 year to upgrade, and
Yeah.
you've got it forever.
You've got it forever.
One would imagine that with the cycles that these upgrades are having now, you'd only need one for a year anyway, because they'd probably have Windows 11 out in a year's time.
I don't know. I think Windows 10 will probably have a few update versions. I think they're going to go back to more how it used to be. You know, they're going to find their look
Yeah,
and stick with it.
yeah, because they
And
did
then
that with
just-
95 for a long time, eh?
Yeah, previous versions had lots and lots of
Generations.
like service packs and updates and so on. So I think they're going to go more like that.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's a big job redesigning an OS, especially with what they're doing across the PCs, the tablets, the phones. They're trying to make it all integrated and one look, one feel. So
Yeah, and they're the only operating system that does it. I mean, when 8 came out, that was the closest any provider had ever come, or any operating system had ever come to being the same feel across mobile, tablet, and desktop.
Yeah. I mean, it was really optimized for touchscreen, which was the big thing at the time. With PC monitors coming out that you could have touchscreen and laptops that were touchscreen. So
Yeah, so
makes sense.
And so with this version, I see that happening more so where, especially with the fact that to code for Windows now, you use the same language as you do for Windows Phone as you do for desktop. So if you design something for the PC, it can work across the whole lot now.
Okay.
Which it means you're going to be able to.
I don't know this technical stuff, but it sounds like you know what you're on about.
Yeah, well, the likes is where apps have been previously developed for either iOS or for Android for the past few years.
Yeah.
If they're going to develop an app for the Windows desktop, well, like quite a few of them do, but they ignore Windows Phone. They're not going to have to ignore Windows Phone now because they're already going to have the code that works there because they've made it for the desktop.
Ah, I understand.
Yeah.
Because they're using Microsoft in order to code for
Everything else anyway.
everything else.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah, but there's heaps of cool features coming out in this version, like Cortana's coming to desktop.
Yeah, Cortana, the voice assistant. Now, I was wondering how that's actually going to be integrated to a PC. Are you going to need to buy a Kinect or something like that, or
I'm
will
not
it
100%
just
sure.
work through the mic that's on your webcam, or
Yeah, possibly.
Yeah, we'll have to watch the space on that one.
Yeah.
But certainly, I don't think they would expect everyone to be buying a
My
I suppose it'd
Kinect
be good, though,
for their PC.
if you could yell at your computer to turn the music on.
yeah.
Instead
I want
of
to shake my
yelling
ass.
at
Play some Beyonce, computer.
Oh, no.
But, another good thing about this coming out with Cortana as well is Windows Phone users, we were told straight up when we were over in Sydney earlier this year, or late last year, sorry, that Cortana was not coming to New Zealand. They had no plans on releasing Cortana here.
Yeah.
But with desktop,
Well, this is
adopting
probably
Cortana.
why, because they were working on it in this new thing. So
Yeah.
they were like, we're going to stop developing it for the mobiles
Yeah.
and make it to work with everything.
Yeah, and with desktop being everywhere, and it's going to have Cortana, well, they're going to have to develop Cortana for New Zealand now, which is cool.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I guess they're not
As
having
a
to
Windows
develop
Phone
it
user.
specifically for New Zealand anymore.
Yeah,
So.
me being a Windows Phone user, I'm quite excited about this. And we're going to get a free rollout to Windows 10 on the mobile as well.
Yeah. Is that on all their devices? Or
Well, the fact that I'm on a Nokia phone, which is owned by Microsoft, I expect that I'd be getting it as part of the
yeah,
rollout.
you'd hope so.
Yeah. So we did say earlier that there'd be a bit of a crossover between gaming this week and the Microsoft announcement.
Yes.
Now, this one here is the one where I think Microsoft's got one up on Sony finally, where I've been going on about how cool it's been to be able to play the PS4 on the Z3 or the Z2.
Yeah, especially when you're locked out of the house.
Yeah, which I was after the show last week. I was sitting at home on the deck, waiting for you to come home and unlock the house for me, and someone had left the PlayStation on, so I pulled out the Z3 and started playing PlayStation.
Carissa,
That was quite cool.
locked him out,
It was cool.
but left the PS4 going.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I know how to keep my man entertained.
But, it was a cool feature, but you had to have that Sony phone to do it.
Yeah.
So I think Microsoft has gone, that's a cool idea. We're going to make everybody be able to do this with the Xbox One.
Yeah.
So what do you know about how this is going to work?
Well, there's already the Smart Glass app, which you can have on your phones and tablets. Now, that's basically every Windows 10 is going to come with an Xbox app.
Yeah. So it'll be built in.
So it's all going to be built in. So they're fully integrating the Xbox One way of doing everything into Windows 10. So you'll have an Xbox-style dashboard that you can open up with the app on the PC. You'll be able to cross-play, which means that they'll be able to, for the first time ever, really.
Yeah.
It's kind of interspecies relationships going on here. We can have someone playing a game on the PC with someone playing the game on the Xbox One.
So this is Xbox Live PC and Xbox Live console being able to work. Or Microsoft Live, sorry, wasn't it? They used to be able to play the games on?
Yeah.
Yeah, on PC.
Yeah.
So you're going to be able to play interspecies. Some interspecies love going on in the Microsoft world.
So I think that's a big technical challenge as far as the servers and everything go. But basically, what it means is if you've got a game on Steam or something,
Yeah.
it'll I'm assuming only be Microsoft games.
I'll assume at least at first, yeah.
You'll be able to play your Steam version with your friends on Xbox One.
Yeah. That's awesome. Because we know a few PC gamers,
That's quite cool.
Like we know someone who plays Assassin's Creed, but he only plays it on PC.
I don't like to talk about those gamers.
Yeah. But yeah, he only plays it on PC, and he used to whinge about the fact that we'd get it on console first.
So they actually demoed that at the Windows 10 Microsoft event. and they had Phil Spencer, the head of the Xbox division, playing Fable Legends with one of his developers, where he was on, what was it? Phil Spencer was on the PC.
Yeah.
And the dev guy was on the console, and it all seemed to work well, as you would expect for their event. They would have it running well.
Yeah.
There's been murmurings around what speed internet connections you're going to have to be able to do this. But it's looking really promising. It's something that everyone's been wanting. I don't think we're going to see it where you can play Xbox One versus PS4.
We're a long way from that happening.
I don't think that's going to happen in the near future, because they've both got too much to lose by offering that, I think.
Yeah.
But Microsoft are just in the position where they've got Xbox One, they've got the PC side of things, and they can link it all together. So everyone's been saying to them, why don't you? And they've quietly been working on it.
Yeah. Now, as a web developer, there was one bit of news that came out of this that excited me.
Just one?
No. As a web developer, the web developer side of me.
Okay. Was it something to do with a font?
No, it was nothing to do with a font. No. As a web developer, there's one sort of inside joke between web developers, and it's Explorer.
Yeah.
Like the way to fix any PC or even Mac
is to get rid of Internet Explorer.
Is to get Internet Explorer and get Chrome.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Macs don't actually come with
No, but Safari's just as terrible.
Yeah.
Safari.
Yeah. And there's been a rumour going around that Explorer was dying. It was going away. And they confirmed it this week with Project Spartan.
Well, I don't know that it's dying. I think, they're saying Project Spartan...
They're cutting its throat, it's gone. Get rid of
It's
Explorer.
going to be a companion to Internet Explorer.
I don't like companions.
But basically, it's another browser, isn't it?
Yeah.
Called Spartan.
Yeah.
It's going
Spartan
to...
sounds cooler than...
It does sound way
Internet
cooler.
Explorer.
And it's got some cool features where you can actually draw on the screens and do all sorts of cool stuff that you can't normally do on a standard browser.
I don't see that being any use for your standard household user.
I don't know. If you can screenshot and highlight the things that you want someone to look at and then email it to them or message it to them.
I can see big uses in in business for this.
Yeah, I see more of an enterprise use
Yeah, definitely.
than a personal. I can't think of anything that I'd use to draw on. Oh, news articles.
Yeah.
You know, when they put photos up of people, I could just draw mustaches and...
Yeah, and then write lol and YOLO and hashtag. Send it to me.
Yeah.
Now, while we're talking about business and enterprise, they did make one big, massive gadget announcement regarding enterprise as well, and this was the Surface Hub.
Okay.
The
I actually don't
Microsoft
know anything
Surface
about the
Hub.
Surface Hub, so tell me.
So you remember the Surface tabs?
Tablet?
Yeah, the three that we got, the Surface Pro 3?
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
It was an amazing tablet. I still think it's the best tablet I've ever used.
Yeah, I actually agree with that.
Yeah. Now, imagine that in an 84-inch on the wall in the office where you can use basically as a whiteboard / computer.
Mega tablet.
Yeah.
That is mega.
Hard to swallow.
How heavy would that thing be?
That'd be fairly light.
Well, you see how
you can
thin
measure
TVs
processor.
and stuff are now. I don't
Yeah.
expect it would need a lot more in it than a TV has.
Yeah.
But 84 inches.
They're
It's
doing
up to
two.
84.
There's a 55 and an 84,
Yeah.
I believe, is what the options are at present.
It was cool watching the video for this because there was one thing that they did in the video that I feel the pain of with whiteboards is how many times have you gone to in a meeting or whatever at work, you're writing on the whiteboard, you've got all these things, and then to do the next thing you've got to rub it off because you need the space.
Yeah.
So you've got to take a photo of it and rub it off. Well, what they do in this is they're doing all the stuff on the whiteboard or on the Surface Hub, and then they like grab the screen and push it to the side. So all the information goes off screen, and you've got a blank canvas again to write on.
It's like
So it
endless.
saves everything. Yeah, it's like an endless whiteboard.
So straight off their own website, this is how they put it. We've introduced a new large screen device designed for the way teams in the workplace naturally interact and come together. Custom versions of Skype for Business and OneNote are integrated into the Windows 10 shell to take full advantage of the built-in cameras, sensors and mics, as well as the new screen that was built from the ground up for ink and touch.
Could you imagine your face on an 84-inch screen on
Yep.
Skype?
Yep, that'd be awesome.
And because you can draw on it.
Yeah. You'd have no idea
I
what
do
people are doing at
mustache,
the other side.
#LOL,
Yeah.
YOLO, and I can send it to Matt.
I can see this being a massive step in bringing tech into a boring old office and making meetings a wee bit more interesting, at least.
Yeah, certainly conference calling. I mean, I know people who have regular conference calls with meetings like that where they're all on Skype and stuff. I think that's a great way of doing it. Bringing someone into the room, there's so much more there, I guess.
Yeah.
It actually solves one of the problems of note-taking.
Yeah.
True that.
'Cause I assume you'd be able to send the image just straight to OneNote.
Yeah, well, that's one of
fully
the big
integrated.
things they're mentioning is that it's integrated with OneNote.
And OneNote's a brilliant service. I use it all the time at work.
I just couldn't get into it, eh?
Yeah.
The OneNote.
Oh,
I don't know why.
look into it. It's amazing. Now, the next big announcement they did make is probably the nerdiest, geekiest thing. And if you ever watched... what was that movie?
Oh, we always try to remember it. Never
we can never remember the movie.
Minority Report.
Minority Report. This is where Minority Report is coming...
True?
It's coming true. So basically what they've done is they've taken the Kinect technology, they've taken Oculus Rift, and they've taken Google Glass and gone, these are all really good technologies. Let's jam them into one thing and make geeky awesomeness.
You forgot one more element.
What?
A Tupac Shakur concert.
Oh, okay, yes, definitely.
Oh, it's much more that
Yeah.
than it is the
Glasses?
Oculus?
Oculus.
Yeah.
Jeez. I've gone blank. I've been gaming all night.
Yeah?
Not a good move. Need sleep.
We'll talk about that later.
Okay.
But yeah, so this is the Microsoft HoloLens, which is basically everything I said before. It's Minority Report coming to life.
So it's holograms
It's-
that are being displayed on glasses that you wear,
Yeah.
which look super spacey. They look like those motorbike.
Yeah, so it's
Yeah.
going to superimpose it into your actual environment.
Yeah.
So the difference between this and
Oculus?
Oculus is that when you're using Oculus, it's all computer generated what you're seeing.
Yeah.
Whereas with the HoloLens, you're going to see your actual surroundings, but it's going to put objects into them
Yeah.
that
So it's
you
like a
can
combination of
basically see and interact with.
Augmented reality.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
basically it is augmented reality, and it's using the technology behind Kinect, which is measuring distance and objects,
Spatial
and spatial
stuff.
Yeah, and movement.
We're so
And-
technical around here.
Oh yeah, this is why we're the uncultured roundup. So all the movement and stuff like that of your hands and gestures, and it'll pick all that up, and you can see through the goggles, and on the goggles it's going to display stuff like
Goggles.
All
That
in
sounds very
3D
professional.
too. The display is actually hologram. Well, they're calling holograms.
they're calling hologram.
In 3D.
Yes.
Yeah, so there's all sorts of applications, especially with designers and
Yeah.
Anything where you're creating.
Did you see in the
gaming.
video where they had Minecraft on the guy?
Minecraft,
It was like
yeah.
he was playing Minecraft on the table. It looked awesome.
I know, there was bits on the floor and then bits on his
Yeah.
coffee table, and
Yeah.
it's gnarly. If you want to check that out online, you can go to the Microsoft website, microsoft.com, go /Microsoft-HoloLens.
Yeah.
You'll find it there.
You have to take, I think, the promotional video with a touch of salt, a grain of salt.
Yeah, it's definitely a very, very defined goal that
Yeah.
they're aiming for. I believe the experience is quite going to be like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
not
I definitely
cheap.
want to give it a go. One thing that I found, because I thought this is cool, and I was thinking it's really novelty, until one aspect that they showed on the video that you're talking about from Microsoft
Yeah.
was where it had the lady and she was trying to fix her
Oh,
sink.
the sink.
Yeah.
Oh, that was quite patronising, wasn't it?
Yeah. The woman couldn't fix her own sink without Skyping
I
someone
was
in.
thinking it'd be cool if it was a car.
Yeah.
But anyway, she had her glasses on, and because she was connected to somebody, I think it was her dad,
Yeah.
and he could see everything on his tablet, so he could tell her what
Yeah.
to grab.
Yeah.
So hold that there and screw that up on that bit there, tight there, and
Yeah, but
If you
he was
take out-
drawing, but because he
Yeah.
was drawing on, I think he had a tablet,
Yeah.
and he was going take this bit
Yeah.
and screw it there, and he drew it, and then it came up on her hologram.
Do you know who is going to take advantage of this technology massively? I've taken this from the last 30 seconds of what you said because I completely took it all out of context.
Yeah.
Pornography.
The porn industry is going to take this technology and just run with it. Imagine the holograms they'd be able to do.
Oh my goodness.
Moving on.
Anyway, we've still got heaps to talk about. I was going to talk about the LG, but I think we should come back from the break and do that. Plus, you've got what's trending on social media this week, Chris?
Yeah.
So we'll talk about that after the break. It's next up on the show. Next song is another WWE one, Royal Blood. Come on over.
Sounds good.
You're on hashtag.
Hey, Dad.
Johnny, can you help me with this iPhone?
Oh, Dad, just go to UB.
UB, Hamilton's only dedicated Apple authorised reseller and service provider for all your Apple needs, including iPads, iPhones, portables, and desktops. Come talk to the experts at UB, Te Awa at the base. To keep up to date with the latest news and announcements, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter at UBNZ, or head into stores so we can help you be the best you can be.
Hashtag Radio NZ.
Welcome back to Hashtag Radio, brought to you by UB. And we're going to talk about social media, what's been trending.
Yeah.
Cool.
What has been trending, Carice?
Well, what currently went on viral this week was a YouTube video that surfaced Monday just gone.
Yeah.
It was of an emotional father whose daughter had received multiple Snapchats filled with racist comments from a pair of twins who attended her school. Her father is European American and she's African American.
Okay.
She was adopted. Anyway, the father tried to contact the twins' parents and instead of sorting it out, ended up getting racist phone messages left on his phone.
Wow.
As well.
From the parents?
Yeah, from the parents of these twins.
Charming.
Yeah.
America.
So what he did was he posted the YouTube video online.
Yeah.
Just to show the effects of bullying, how sometimes it actually can't be sorted out by reason.
Yeah.
When the other party's not willing to.
Especially if the parents are dicks as well.
Yeah. So he posted that Monday.
Yeah.
So it had actually been going on for a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
He warned the parents of the twins who had made these racist comments and left these racist phone messages that he was going to do it. He was going to put the YouTube video up, and they're like, yep, sweet, we'll own that.
Do what you want.
Do what you want. But social media can be quite unforgiving.
Yes.
So, as I said, posted Monday, 5 days later.
Yeah.
So on the Friday, the father of the twins lost his job.
Yes.
From the brokerage firm, and reports are now that he's actually in rehab.
Awesome.
He's gone into rehab. The twins that...
Racial rehab.
You're right.
Yeah, what sort of rehab does a racist go into?
Apparently drugs and alcohol.
Oh, okay, there we go.
Yeah. The twins who left the racist comments on Snapchat.
Yep.
They've actually been moved out of state because they've received thousands of threats.
I suppose, yeah.
So fears for their safety. And
that part's not awesome.
What goes around comes around, though, doesn't it?
I mean, I can understand them getting some hatred, but I don't think anyone should have to fear for their lives or their safety.
However, despite the overwhelming support for the father of the daughter who was attacked, got to remember, as we said, social media is really unforgiving, and she didn't come out of it completely unscathed either.
Okay.
A couple of Snapchats revealed her using the same words that were used to attack her.
Ah.
So he actually came out yesterday on his YouTube channel.
Yeah.
And said that he wanted to thank everyone for their support. He has discovered that his daughter decided to use Snapchat and send people videos of her thinking that Snapchat was a game and it was funny. And she had actually used the N-word twice in these Snapchat videos.
Yeah. What is that N-word?
It's not a nice word. And because the father, whose name is Bradley, and his wife do not tolerate this word at all, their daughter is going to be reprimanded in an appropriate manner.
Good. I'm glad that, even though she may not have been acting in the right way, it doesn't justify the reaction that she was getting. But I'm glad that the parents have stepped up and said, okay, these people have been dicks, but our daughter isn't squeaky clean either, so we're going to...
Yeah.
Good.
5 days later, the video has currently clocked up 2.2 million views.
Wow.
And still going, because you've got to remember that that doesn't include the videos that have been copied of that and then reposted by other people. It's been all over the news.
Hashtag Dr. Phil.
Yeah. And he actually decided because he wasn't actually going to do anything at first, but he decided he would take the comments to the school after their friend's 13-year-old boy committed suicide from bullying. So he freaked out and thought, I'm going to stand by my daughter and protect her.
Good father.
And it escalated into this.
That's awesome. Wow. And that's what's trending?
And that's what's trending on social media at the moment.
Just one small piece of tech news that we missed out earlier is LG, the G3, your favourite phone, Carice?
Yes.
The G3.
Although I didn't yet. I've got a new phone.
Yes, you have.
The Samsung.
What one?
Well, you didn't buy this phone. This was supplied for work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just make that clear.
Yeah, well, I did ask them for the LG G3.
Yeah.
But I got the Samsung S5.
Yeah.
And I actually really like the S5.
Yeah.
I do miss the LG G3. I can't really tell the difference between the two.
Well, as of this week, you will be able to tell the difference.
LG G3 is like sexier looking.
Yeah.
Doesn't have buttons.
Yeah, it doesn't have buttons.
But as of this week, you'll be able to tell the difference graphically as well, because it looks like it's going to be the first high-end smartphone in New Zealand to get Lollipop rolled out across its devices.
The latest Android operating system.
And now I really miss it.
Yeah. So from now until the end of February, you'll be prompted to update.
Yep, they're rolling it out, as you say, from now to the end of February in New Zealand. So everyone with those
the LG G3, yeah.
Whatever network you're on, it'll be It won't all happen at the same time, but they will be rolling it out over the next
Isn't the LGG3 a 2 degrees
4
exclusive?
or 5 weeks.
It was a 2 degrees exclusive. I don't think it is anymore. I think it was only for a set period of time.
Oh, so work could have got me the
They could have.
LG. Oh.
Probably could have. Do you want me to have a word with them?
Yeah, I'd really appreciate that.
I'll pop
Manny.
down there on Monday.
It's not on a Monday.
Well,
it's a day off for us on
Okay.
Monday.
that's how I can do it and avoid confrontation at the same time.
While we're on what's trending, Twitter have a recap feature that they're adding to the iOS app.
It's
What's that?
available now for iOS, coming soon for Android.
Yeah.
What is this recap?
Recap. Well, Twitter, that is,
Yeah.
they
Them.
believe that if you haven't been on Twitter for a little while, you're missing out on far too much.
Yeah.
So what they want to do is take all the most popular tweets and stuff and put them on your timeline at the beginning as a recap feature, so you can have a catch up on all the excitement that you may have missed.
It's like a while you were sleeping.
Yeah, but I thought that's what the Discover was.
Well, Discover's going to help you find stuff that's similar to things you like.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And the recap is just going to catch you up on all the big stuff that's happened.
I think it's the big stuff that was in your timeline from people you follow, isn't it?
Yeah. So the most popular ones that you've got on your timeline, it's going to bring them back up for you. Now, obviously, the more you use Twitter, the less you're going to see of that.
Yeah.
But if you don't go on very often, it's going to help you catch up with the big stories.
Is it from people that you follow?
Yeah, that's what we're saying, yeah.
Yeah. Just
So-
want to clarify.
Yeah, so it's the what you missed of people you follow. No, yeah, of people you follow.
I might just start unfollowing those that tweet shitloads.
Yeah. Especially the ones that get lots of favourites, because they'll be the ones that will
Favourites
come up.
and retweets.
Yeah. Before the next break, we've also got the return of App of the Week coming up. But before we head on to that, New Zealand's favourite German has launched a new...
Schultz.
Yeah, yes. He has released a new product online.
Colonel Klink.
Yeah. Kim.com is taking on Skype.
Oh, Kim.com, of course.
Sorry, taking on Skype.
He is taking on Skype.
So
He's
the big man takes on the big company.
he has launched MegaChat, which is basically similar to Skype. It's going to have text messaging via the service, as well as voice messaging or voice conference calling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that really Skype?
Text chat.
or-
Text chat's probably better, not text messaging.
Yeah, kind of an instant messenger is how it's going to start out.
Yeah.
And he's going to introduce more features as it grows.
Yeah.
No doubt, I'm guessing it's encrypted.
Completely at both ends.
Yeah.
So he says.
Yeah.
But I still think if you want the FBI, the NSA, Five Eyes, all those outfits to know what you're up to, you just need to involve anything to do with Kim.com.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they'll be right on you.
You know, there is a really good way of not having your conversations heard or seen by the Five Eyes. Go around to your mate's place and just have a chat to them.
Visit.
Yeah.
Visit.
Old school.
See them in person.
Yeah.
You don't need technology.
Put your jandals on and go for a walk.
That's
That's
it.
so 95.
I know, right?
How is this going to be different? Any different from like app services like Wicker?
Well, this one here is one that you're going to be done completely on browsers. There's an extension that's going to be available for Chrome and for Firefox.
Okay.
And you just do it through your web browser. You don't need to download an app onto your computer for it.
Oh, okay. Well, that sounds all right.
Yeah. So,
And he's always pushing his
Agenda.
security and encryption and all that. So, which he needs, considering the entire universe is trying to see what he's doing.
I know.
I kind of feel sorry for him, but I kind of don't as well.
yeah.
Why don't you feel sorry for him?
Because he's kind of brought a lot of it upon himself. I think he could have dealt with things better.
Yeah.
I mean, hindsight's a wonderful thing, but
Yeah.
yeah, you know what I mean.
I think the tone's getting down on the show. It must be time for...
App of the week.
This week's app of the week isn't an app.
Well, technically it
What?
is.
Well,
How
kind
can
of
we
it
have
is.
an app of the week and then go, oh, it's not really an app?
Well, it's a Chrome extension.
It's not a mobile app,
Oh,
it's a
okay.
computer.
It's
Oh,
a
I thought you were gonna
free
say, like, notebook.
Chrome extension,
Yeah.
which everyone likes.
Yeah.
You'll love this one, though, Chris.
If you use, do you use Chrome?
Yeah, I use Chrome all the time. Currently using it now.
There's all the bandwagons out there, the Chrome haters, the Chrome lovers, but a lot of people I know use Chrome as their main browser.
Yeah.
You can download the new free Chrome extension called Stream Us.
Stream Us.
Now, what that does is that links to YouTube, and you can stream music straight through your browser without having to open anything else. You can create and share playlists, and it'll just play it straight off there. You've got no
straight
ads.
from YouTube.
Yeah, so it streams it from YouTube. So you've got no ads, no extra apps and things.
So it doesn't play the YouTube pre-rolls?
No.
Oh, nice.
It'll just play the songs. So you don't get all the addy bits at the start or anything.
Yeah.
So it's at the moment is a good thing. YouTube, of course, if this takes off, may have something to say about it. But I've been using it at home while I've been using the computer.
Yep.
Yeah, well,
and it's awesome.
Since I'm connected to Free FM's Wi-Fi, I might just install it now.
I can't imagine it'd be very big being just a plug-in.
No, so it's just an extension, so you can download that on your Chrome browser. In the settings, go extensions, get more, and it'll take you to their Chrome shop or whatever it is. Stream Us is what it's called.
And it's free?
And it's free.
Awesome. And this is available on anything with Chrome?
Pretty much,
it's got a 5-star rating.
It does. It's got an awesome bit of feedback there from people that have been using it.
Yeah.
I only fear that YouTube are going to squash it. The other thing is, because it's taking your search terms and searching YouTube, sometimes you might get a hit on a song that is a live version that someone recorded on their phone at a concert.
Yeah.
You know,
or one of those terrible covers that someone's done in their bedroom.
But for the most part, popular songs are going to be the right ones.
Yeah.
And it does pop up, so you can kind of see which ones they are if you want to drop them into your playlist.
Well.
So it's really cool.
I've just installed it. It's done.
Awesome.
Yeah,
look at that.
It was
play us
in
a
the
song
time.
now.
Well, why don't you play us one more song from WWE 2K15?
2K15.
Okay, here we go.
Do you want to play us Knife Party, Bonfire?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Right, let's set it up. And go.
You're on hashtag.
Dad.
Johnny, can you help me with this iPhone?
Oh, Dad, just go to UB.
UB, Hamilton's only dedicated Apple authorised reseller and service provider for all your Apple needs, including iPads, iPhones, portables and desktops. Come talk to the experts at UB, Te Awa at the base. To keep up to date with the latest news and announcements, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter at UBNZ, or head into stores so we can help you be the best you can be.
Hashtag Radio NZ.
You're back with Hashtag, and that was the third and final song for today. Wrapping up our bit of WWE 2K15 game soundtrack in honour of the Royal Rumble.
Which is available on the WWE Network on Monday.
Yeah. Now, there's lots of gaming consoles and things that have the WWE app.
Yeah, the WWE Network's available on PS3, PS4, Xbox One, Xbox 360, almost every phone and tablet on the market. They've done an amazing job of rolling out their over-the-top service.
It's a big, sweaty man in tight undies extravaganza.
I don't mind.
Now, speaking of gaming consoles, another part of the Microsoft rollout is their streaming from Xbox One to PC. Now, we talked before about the cross-platform, so you could play PC gamer versus Xbox One gamer.
Yeah.
You'll also be able to stream from your Xbox One and play it on your PC.
This is exciting.
That's good for the busier family.
Yeah.
Where Dad, i.e. me, is wanting to play Xbox, but the others are wanting to hang out in the lounge, watch TV and stuff like that. So I can turn the Xbox on in the lounge, run off to the office, and I can play my Xbox One games on the PC.
Which is going to be a lot nicer than playing the PlayStation on a 6-inch phone.
Yeah, especially when you've got a 40-inch smart
TV as your
computer monitor. It makes life so much nicer. Another bit of gaming news. My excitement is Project Cars at the moment.
Yep, V8 Matty likes his cars.
I do like cars. It's scheduled to be released March 17. Now, there are some videos floating around on YouTube and stuff for Project Cars, some trailers and stuff, and it's looking awesome. It's also slated to be running at 60 frames per second for Xbox One.
Wow.
Let's cross our fingers that comes through in the final version.
Because that'll look amazing on those high-def TVs.
Yeah, absolutely. Smooth as.
Yeah.
It's overtaken my excitement for Forza Motorsport 6. I don't yet have a release date for that, but I was looking forward to that. I think I'm looking forward more to Project Cars now.
Yeah.
Wow.
I know. Still loving Horizon 2 though. Still hooning around there. Storm Island DLC thing is the expansion is great.
Yep.
What else have we got? Call of Duty Advanced Warfare.
Yes.
Their first DLC, new map pack Havoc. January 27, which is only a few days away. Coming to Xbox One on that date. It'll be coming to the other platforms a little later after that. And if you jump on the... now, who makes that? Sledgehammer Games?
Something like that, yeah. I think so, yeah. It is, Sledgehammer.
Activision?
Activision and Sledgehammer. I think, yeah.
Yeah. Now, if you check them out on YouTube, they've got some cool videos. Now, we posted one up this morning on our Facebook page with the guy who films the kill cams.
Yeah.
Now, if you're familiar with Call of Duty, when you get killed, it does a little replay, shows you getting killed from the kill cam. And they've made a live action video showing you the guy who is out there filming these kills.
Yeah.
And it is really cool. So check that out. They've got loads of cool videos on there. A lot of the live action stuff they've done with trailers and things. So I highly recommend having a look at that if you're into your gaming and you want a bit of a laugh about how they do things. What else have you got, Fid?
Nintendo news.
Nintendo news.
Okay.
Yep. This is actually something that you wrote about on our website this week, Chris.
Yes.
Yeah. Club Nintendo.
Oh, yeah.
Is that the thing they're killing?
Yep. Club Nintendo is going after 6 years. Basically a royalty scheme, which
reward scheme.
Yeah, reward scheme.
Yeah.
Where you got rewarded for playing Nintendo.
Loyalty
and buying,
rewards.
Yeah.
Now they're offering up some extra stuff that you can cash your credits in on, aren't
Yeah.
they?
So you can, the way it worked is you used to be able to earn credits, and then you'd be able to buy physical things. And some of the stuff they sold were cool. Like there'd be Wii motes during the Wii era at least, and T-shirts and all sorts of stuff. So yeah, they're putting extra stuff on so you can actually cash in your credits and spend them all up before.
Spend them before you use them before you lose them.
Yeah. So yeah, Nintendo. Bye-bye.
Nintendo's still in the news.
Yeah.
Go Nintendo.
What have you been playing, Grace?
I actually haven't played anything this week because I've been playing with my new toys.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. You know, you've been like setting yourself up with your new phone and laptop and stuff, haven't you?
Yeah, so I got the new MacBook Pro.
Yeah.
Nice.
What do you
How's that
think?
going?
Actually, really good.
You
In fact, if you have any questions about that,
Yeah.
you can go and see the gurus
UB.
at UB, at Tiawa, the base. Pop out there. They know everything there is to know.
Yeah.
It's just
They're the most experienced Apple retailer in New Zealand too.
Absolutely. And authorised repairer.
But one of the cool things that I really loved about the MacBook has actually been how easy it is to plug stuff into it. So I've got two...
Plug stuff into it.
Yeah, well, because I've got two Thunderbolt displays, 42-inch Thunderbolt displays. And
42-inch.
Yeah, I think they're about that big.
They're huge.
They're huge,
Yeah.
real
Two
massive.
of them.
Yeah. Yeah, because I'm special. So
Give
normally...
you smaller ones and a pair of glasses.
Yeah, so normally with like an HP laptop or anything kind of Windows,
Yep.
Yeah.
Microsoft,
Driver
plug in,
issues.
Yeah, you plug in a screen. You got to go through the drivers. You know, and then you've got to
change the
download
settings.
it, change the settings, go into the display to make sure the displays work. But with the MacBook, you just plugged it straight in and
It just
worked.
works. Just works.
But that was it.
Apero.
That's awesome.
So I'm actually loving it.
Do you know what else we were busy doing this week? Is recording our new podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so check that out on #me.co.nz.
What's it called?
The One Question
Question.
Podcast.
A one-question podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, we ask one question and then we answer it.
Oh, wow.
Or discuss it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, discussing it's probably
Yeah, I
makes
don't
for a
think we-
slightly longer podcast.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like
one question is, did you get the milk today? No.
No.
Podcast over.
Yeah.
Thanks for downloading our podcast.
Yeah. We had a few lols recording it, so check it out this week. What was our first question?
I don't know why that sounded just so wrong coming out of your mouth.
Yeah.
Lols.
Oh, ruffles. A few lols and ruffles.
I'll be on Xbox tonight playing Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. It's double XP weekend.
Yeah.
So I'm going to level up some new guns and stuff.
If people want to play on there with you, where can they find your gamer tag?
My gamer tag is V8 space Matty, Matty.
Yep.
So feel free to flick me a friend request on there on Xbox Live.
Yeah, and of course, Access Granted returned to the #me podcast this week, so check them out as well on #me.co.nz.
Mike and Raj doing it business style.
Yeah.
Also, next week we've got an interview with the dude from Poster, which was our app of the week a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, the dude.
Oh,
Yeah.
and I
Milan.
downloaded it this week.
Yeah, you like it?
I actually do.
Yeah.
I really do.
But we'll be having a chat to him in a couple of weeks, next week. But that's us for this week.
Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah.
Yeah. See you.
#me.co.nz.
For more episodes of this community access radio show, please visit freefm.org.nz.
Thanks to New Zealand On Air for making this podcast possible through funding the Access Internet Radio Project.